spring sale will make you
walk like an Egyptian, walk like an Egyptian.
You'll walk like an Egyptian king or queen during Reyers' annual spring sale with 20% off retail of their entire stock. 175,000 pairs of shoes at 20% off retail. Reyers spring sale.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Reyers fall sale will make you want to. Reyers, the biggest shoe store in the world, is celebrating its biggest fall sale ever. We're celebrating with 20% off retail of everything in the store. Yes, 20% off retail of every shoe and boot in stock. Reyers fall sale. Reyers in downtown Sharon.
A funny thing happened when Harry told Mark to do the ordering for back to school at Reyers.
I overbought a little.
A little? Needless to say, they're somewhat anxious to lower their stock of over 175,000 pairs of shoes.
We've got to get rid of all these shoes.
For back to school, Reyers has all men's, women's, and children's shoes at least 15% off retail.
More? You ordered more?
Reyers in downtown Sharon.
What are you doing? You said it got 15 to 50% off every shoe and boot. I meant the prices, not the shoes. Whoops.
Reyers' entire stock of over 175,000 pairs of shoes and boots are on sale now at 15 to 50% off retail. All the famous brand names and hard-to-find sizes. Everything is 15 to 50% off retail. The winter clearance at Reyers in beautiful downtown Sharon.
We've got the shoes, we've got the shoes, we've got so many shoes, well, we've got the blues.
To get rid of the blues and the shoes, Reyers has cut prices 20% off retail during its annual fall sale. All the famous brand names in hundreds of sizes and thousands of styles, all 20% off retail.
We've got the shoes.
Reyers fall sale. Reyers in beautiful downtown Sharon, PA.
We've got so many shoes, we've got the blues.
Reyers summer clearance. It's a party.
Everybody's swinging. Oh, we're dancing to the music. Yeah. On the radio.
Reyers summer clearance with 15 to 50% off retail of the entire stock of over 175,000 pairs of shoes. 15 to 50% off everything. Reyers summer clearance. It's a party.
Well, it's a one for the money.
You never know who you'll find at Reyers winter clearance with 50,000 pairs of shoes on sale at 20 to 50% off retail.
Something in a blue suede, perhaps?
50,000 pairs of men's, women's, children, and athletic shoes at 20 to 50% off retail. Reyers winter clearance in beautiful downtown Sharon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Reyers Spring Sale.
Reyers Spring Sale. It's a classic.
Reyers Spring Sale.
We've taken all the shoes we have.
Just so you know, you'll find the lowest price in town.
Come get your shoes.
And savings too. Reyers Spring Sale is for you.
Visit Reyers during its annual spring sale and save 20% off retail store-wide on men's, women's, children's, and athletic shoes. But hurry, even classics don't last forever.
Reyers Spring Sale.
How many shoes and boots does Reyers have at 20% off retail during its famous spring sale? Well, if you line them up end to end, they'd cover 75 miles. That's right, 75 miles. 175,000 pairs of shoes, boots, and athletic shoes for the whole family. All the famous brand names and hard-to-find sizes. All at 20% off retail during Reyers spring sale. And the best part is, all 75 miles of shoes are on sale at one great shoe store. Reyers in downtown Sharon.
Yes, we have. All right. Thanks, John.
Finally, when Harry Jubileer was 13 years old, he worked in his father's tiny shoe store in Pittsburgh's East Liberty section. But when he grew older, he pulled himself up by the bootstraps, so to speak, and hot-footed it up to the Mercer County community of Sharon. Now he's running the largest shoe store in the world, as Dave Crawley reports in tonight's story from KD Country.
Does Reyers have a 20% off retail during its famous fall sale? Well, if you line them up end to end, they'd cover 75 miles.
Imelda Marcos, eat your heart out. 200,000 pairs of shoes, all under one roof, at Reyers Shoe Store in Sharon.
This is the center of the store. The department on the right is the ladies' department. The department on the left, which is in blue, is the men's department.
Harry Jubileer still gets a boot out of the old business. He opened his first shoe store in Sharon 35 years ago in a little building where the Corner News is now located. 31 years and a couple moves later, the business got so big he took over the old Giant Eagle store across the street. It's a supermarket of shoes, the biggest shoe store under one roof in the world. All of this in a community of 18,000.
The secret is service, sizes, selection, and style.
Selection, prices range from the $30 loafer on the right to an alligator shoe for $700 if you're able to foot the bill.
The sizes here at Reyers range from little foot to big foot, from size 18 to children's size 2.
I wear size 11 and a half.
What width?
We're trying to decide a medium or wide.
I'm a 4.5B, and I can't find them in New Jersey, so I come here.
We put everything high heel to low in the navy wall, and here's taupe, and we do everything by color. Try to keep it organized, although it's organized chaos.
Harry Jubileer's son Mark has big shoes to fill. He presides over this organized chaos with a blend of zaniness and shrewd business sense, prowling a stock room of 150 aisles at last count. It takes 18 employees just to stock the shelves.
Try to organize everything from light color to dark color so the employees have some idea where to find the shoes. This is Kathy Vass. She is the #1 salesperson in our ladies' department. She sold over $300,000 worth of shoes last year, one pair at a time. That ain't easy.
She's one of 162 salespeople, and nobody's standing around. At Reyers, the only loafers are on the shelves. Customers are lured in by those sales that always seem to be going on, and of course, those off-the-wall commercials.
A funny thing happened when Harry told Mark to do the ordering for Reyers' back-to-school sale.
I overbought a little. A little?
With this pair of shoe salesmen, Reyers will never be a straight-laced business. Putting our best foot forward in KD Country, I'm Dave Crawley.
More? You ordered more?
Reyers in downtown Sharon.
And that's the 6 o'clock report of Eyewitness News.
Our next report tonight at 11. Now stay tuned for the live lottery draw.
How many shoes and boots does Reyers have at 20 to 50% off retail during its famous summer clearance? Well, if you stack them up, they'd be sky high. That's right, 50,000 pairs of selected shoes, boots, and athletic shoes for the whole family. All the famous brand names and all the hard-to-find sizes. All 20 to 50% off retail during Reyers summer clearance. And the whole stack, all 50,000 pairs, are on sale now at Reyers in downtown Sharon.
Nobody wants to miss a sale at Reyers.
There's a sale at Reyers? Take over!
Nobody wants to miss a sale at the biggest shoe store in the world with thousands of name brands and hard-to-find sizes. It's Reyers' famous rack sale. 20,000 pairs of women's shoes on sale on racks for $29.97. That's 20,000 pairs as low as $29.97. Nobody wants to miss a sale at Reyers. Reyers in downtown Sharon. Recently, a place in Texas claimed to have the biggest shoe store in the world.
Howdy, ma'am. Here's a nice little number.
But nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers. And Harry set out to prove it. It's Reyers' famous rack sale. 20,000 pairs of women's shoes on sale on racks for $29.97. That's 20,000 pairs as low as $29.97. Nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers.
Yahoo!
Rack sale going on now. Recently, a place in Egypt claimed to have the biggest shoe store in the world.
These shoes are befitting the wife of a pharaoh, my dear.
But nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers. And Harry set out to prove it. It's Reyers Summer Clearance. 75,000 pairs of shoes, boots, and athletics, 30 to 50% off. 75,000 pairs of famous brand names, all 30 to 50% off.
It says no one has more shoes or better prices than Reyers.
Summer clearance going on now. Recently, a place at the North Pole claimed to have the biggest shoe store in the world.
This shoe is made from 100% moose hair, ma'am.
But nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers. And Harry set out to prove it. It's Reyers Winter Clearance. 75,000 pairs of shoes, boots, and athletics, all 30 to 50% off retail. That's 75,000 pairs of famous brand names, all 30 to 50% off. Nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers. Recently, a place in Scotland claimed to have the biggest shoe store in the world.
Bonnie Lassie, this is a great pair of shoes.
But nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers. And Harry set out to prove it. It's Reyers' famous fall sale. 175,000 pairs of shoes, boots, and athletics, all 20% off. The entire inventory of famous brand names now 20% off. Nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers. Reyers' fall sale going on now. Recently, a place in Hawaii claimed to have the biggest shoe store in the world.
We got the greatest shoes for the pretty ladies.
But nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers. And Harry set out to prove it. It's Reyers' famous spring sale. 175,000 pairs of shoes, boots, and athletics, all 20% off. Famous brands and hard-to-find sizes now 20% off. Nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers.
Hakanini!
Spring sale going on now. Recently, a place in China claimed to have the biggest shoe store in the world.
Confucius say, beautiful feet need beautiful shoes.
But nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers. And Harry set out to prove it. It's Reyers' famous rack sale. 20,000 pairs of women's shoes on sale on racks for $29.97. That's 20,000 pairs as low as $29.97. Nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers.
Chop, chop.
Get to Reyers' rack sale going on now. Recently, a place in Texas claimed to have the biggest shoe store in the world.
Howdy, ma'am. Here's a nice little number.
But nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers. And Harry set out to prove it. It's Reyers' famous rack sale. 10,000 pairs of women's shoes on sale on racks for $19.97. That's 10,000 pairs as low as $19.97. Nobody has more shoes or better prices than Reyers.
Yahoo!
Rack sale going on now.